Hey, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. This story starts out with the King of Autumn, the King of Pentacles. This could be you. You're not sure what to do, but you're showing up compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. Or this is someone who's coming into your life. Maybe you're wondering about this person who just seems so wonderful. But like I said, maybe it's you. Let's find out. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything is going your way. This could be a good person or a company to work for. Let's see. And I love this. There's a German Shepherd in this, so it's a fairy king, but there's this beautiful German Shepherd, this loyal, assertive dog. So maybe the person who's coming in, the person you're wondering about, and remember, you can reverse this, is very loyal, is very, will stick by your side. So you're wondering about this. This is what's going on. This is your primary focus. And what is affecting this, or what could be blocking this, is the Queen of Autumn. A generous, stylish, gracious, practical female energy. Be practical and with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who will help your dreams come true. So maybe you're not so sure about how to proceed. Maybe you are showing up as this compassionate, accomplished person. You have charisma, you're gifted, but you kind of need someone else to help with some of the more practical aspects of what you're doing. Maybe you're very established, and you're very slow and steady, and you have this working, but you need to have a more energy of beauty and like graciousness, generosity, because the King of Autumn, the King of Pentacles, can come off as a little stubborn. And so you might need to enter into this situation, this relationship, or add that part of yourself of being also the queen of Autumn, being generous, being practical. Like, okay, you can't have things all your way. You can't always be the one to be assertive. So let's get some clarity on that. Ooh, 2 cards. So we're only going to take one. Okay. 10 of Winter. So what's influencing why you're struggling with how to proceed and whether to go towards this person, or even within yourself, the confidence level, is because of the 10 of Winter, the 10 of Swords. So something that's kind of hurt you. So this is like difficulties, this is pain, this is stuff that has really ended some part of your self-esteem or who you feel you are. Even though you're showing up as this compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted person, right? The King of Pentacles. Wow. You're second guessing yourself. You're getting really in your head. You're going, well, if it doesn't look this way, if it doesn't feel this way, then it's not. And this is based on some past difficulties, some pains that have come. The winter, we're moving into summer here. And so this pain that has frozen maybe your heart, kept you kind of stagnant, stuck. So the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So the good thing about this is that this is what you are holding on to. Maybe you're holding on to codependency. Maybe you are holding on to addictions, and you're not trying to. It's just having that confidence in yourself. But this is something that you're not necessarily conscious of. That's why you're being held back. Like, people are seeing you for who you are, and you're seeing yourself as a very you're kind of doubting yourself because of past things that have happened to you. And I'm not saying they shouldn't. Oh, my nose is now itchy. So yeah, I think it was right on the nose. right on the nose. You're dealing with some pain. Like, people have said stuff. People have frozen you out. People have judged you. Even though, and you know why they did that? Because you are compassionate, because you are accomplished, because you are charismatic, because you are gifted. And when you attract that much wealth, that much royalty, I mean, with the queen and the king here, your divine match is supposed to come in, but you have to deal with your unconscious feelings. And that's not simple. Let's get some clarity on how to deal with that and how to proceed. Let's see. The Six of Spring. The Six of Wands. So you had some accomplishments. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring reward, success, and public recognition. Yes. So in the past, you had a lot of the celebration. You were accomplished. You had a lot of success. But it feels like you haven't had a win in a while, or people have been knocking you down, even though you're still showing up as the King and Queen of Pentacles of Autumn. People have not been acting like that. They've been sticking swords in you. They've been saying things, because the swords are about speaking thoughts. So they have been hurting your sense of self. And so even though you've had a lot of accomplishments and public recognition and being in the spotlight and being successful, your self-esteem is getting hit real hard right now. I don't know why. We'll get some clarity. So let's see what's going on. Let's see. And I hope you guys are doing well. Oh my goodness. The card's going everywhere. Okay, let me try to get this card. Let's see. So, 2 cards popped out. So I'm going to keep shuffling until I get just one. Just one card, please. Okay, that's too many. Thank you. Just one card on the table. Please. Okay, again, that's like 3 cards. I know you want to give a lot of information, but we need... You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to get out the rest of the... here we go. So, balance, number 14. And this is Temperance in other decks. So, balance. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. So this is the present of what's going on. There's no need to rush through this. There have been things that have really hurt you with the 10 of winter here. And you're kind of smarting, like you're going in between really believing what people have said and focusing on the difficulties and remembering your successes. So this is saying to you, you need balance. You need to really focus on everything. You need to take in all the information. Yes, not everything is bad and not everything is good. You need to have balance there. Temperance, and bring in what is the truth of the matter. And then take that in. I mean, there isn't just one truth. And my nose again. And I don't know what happened to my tissue. This just started. It's so frustrating. It only happens when I'm doing these readings. Okay. I'm just going to leave this tissue here because I might need it. Okay. And now we've got the near future. Or this might be a person or event. The 8 of Spring. The 8 of Wands. So this is coming, and this is firecracker. And oh man. Whether you're male or female, this is some really fun energy. So either fun situations or a fun person is really coming in. They're fiery and dynamic. You might not be expecting this because, being a pentacle, the King of Pentacles is a very kind of staying put sort of energy. It's very comfortable in its place, in its throne, in its home environment, in its earthly things. And this is fiery. So the stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So yeah, this person that's coming in, or the situation that's coming in, or how you're feeling, it's going to disrupt things. It's going to be exciting. But first, you have to really deal with what's gone on in the past. and really weigh things and always be in that temperance. And temperance I think of as emotional regulation. So if you're struggling with in the moment, dealing with things when they come up, and seeing it as a negative when there's a change or too many things to do, that's an indication that you need to emotionally regulate. And so you can do that by practicing things like breathing exercises, gratitude journals, meditation, let's see, walks. You know, you don't have to give anyone an answer when you don't want to. Even if you just take 5 minutes and say, I'm going to make a decision in 5 minutes, I'm not going to make it now. Or maybe you need to the next day. You do not have to answer anyone, and you do not have to do anything that you do not want to do until you're ready. So don't stay too long stuck though, because that's not temperance energy either. So you have to get to a point where you are emotionally regulated. And that's a lot of work because you've got the 10 of Swords. So there's a lot to work through. I understand that. The sooner you get going on it, the sooner you're going to move into this really fiery energy. And there's going to be, there are sudden changes coming. So it's really important that you work on this as soon as possible. I don't know why I got that so clearly, kind of as a warning. It's like, no, it's really, really important that you work on this before things start changing. Okay. Oh, a 2 card. So let's see. Dun, dun. Okay, so the near future is the Sun card. So everything's looking really great. So you got that there's sudden changes coming in, and then the Sun card. So some kind of celebration is coming in. And the more you've worked on yourself, the more you've let things that have held you up in difficulties transmute into a fuel and let that ice melt from around your heart. You're going to manifest. You're going, you know, this is going to be a celebration. Plans that work out perfectly. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. Gratitude for the blessings of life. Exactly. Like this is coming in really quickly with the 8 of Wands and then the Sun. It's like, woo. It's like fire, fire, fire celebration. Maybe you're heading towards a party and stuff like that. I'm not sure, but it is going to be something that celebrates you. Because in the past, you had the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Spring. So this is about accomplishment. So you've been here before. You are amazing. And if you haven't gotten the notoriety that you deserve, it is coming. Because you deserve it. But you have to believe it. You must believe in order for it to actually show up in your life. Because if you don't believe, how can you attract what you don't believe? If you don't believe you're worth it, if you don't believe you can handle it, because sudden change means that there's, you know, a celebration, a surprise party, a commendation, a change in jobs, a change in relationships. If you're not open to that, if that change scares you, you're going to become stagnant. And I don't think that's what you want, because attracting the Sun in the near future is incredible. Like, wow. And so, let's see. Your power or lack of power in the moment. So what I see here with the 8 of Summer, which is the 8 of Cups, is this moving away from things that are, this can be seen in a good, positive or negative light. Like that you're willing to move into the sunset. You're willing to move away from things that don't serve you, or you run away from things. So it can be seen in multiple ways. The desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. So yeah, this is your power or lack of power. If you decide to do this in light, if you decide to do this in a healthy way, it's great. It's going to be really good for you. But if you're doing this as like, well, fine, I'm not going to stay in this situation, or I'm going to just leave, or I'm going to make this life choice because I'm upset, or I'm still acting from a place of this 10 of Swords, then you're not going to be in balance and you're not going to attract this. It's going to take longer. The universe will return to you whatever is meant for you, but do you really want to have to keep going down the same cycles? So let's see what the effect, who's around you. Let's see who's around you and how they're affecting you. Because maybe that's what we're missing here. The dreamer, no. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. So what I see is there is a lot of opening for you to be, okay, so how other people see you in the situation. So so this is the Fool card. So some people are going to, and it's also called the Dreamer here. So some people are going to see you as a visionary, that you have amazing dreams and you can create something out of nothing, with zero here. And other people are going to consider you the fool. They're going to consider you flighty and irresponsible and always going off on your own way of not sticking with things. It's really depending on, you know, do you respect the person's opinion who thinks of you as the fool or flighty? Or do you respect the person or the people's opinions of you that see you as the dreamer, the visionary? Because you're going to want to go towards those people. So like with the Eight of Cups here, you're going to want to go towards the people that help you, the sun, the sunset here, and move away from people that are harmful to your growth and manifestations and judgments on you. Okay. So let's see. Your hopes and fears, your hopes or fears are the Princess of Summer. So the Princess of Summer is the Princess of Cups. And this is gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced. So your hopes are that being soft, being open, being vulnerable will get you to the place you want. That if you let go of this Ten of Swords, if you really work through it, that you will get to a place by being softer, by being more open, by opening yourself to love, by opening yourself to experiences. But it's also scary as hell. Come on, that's your fear too. It's like, man, do I do that? A new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend who can share your concerns with. So maybe you're afraid. Maybe you're going to meet somebody and you're afraid because you're feeling like this close connection with them, or there's somebody you already know and you're like, oh man, I would really love to share this experience with this person, but are they going to hurt me? And I'm going to see what the potential outcome is here, the most likely outcome, so we can get a little clarity on that, on your hopes and fears. Okay. The Ten of Autumn. This is your likely outcome, the Ten of Pentacles. So yes, trust. Work through these pains, work through these issues, because the likely outcome of you and a person in your life, or just you as this foundation of the Queen and King of Pentacles, is the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Autumn. So take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So yeah, like if you really stick with who you are, you work through this, it's going to be hard work. It's going to be painful. If you really just remember to keep in mind who you really are with the Six of Wands, that you have always been a celebratory person, that you're showing up as the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Hey, Roxy. Compassionate, accomplished, cherished, gifted, generous, stylish, gracious, practical. You have what it takes to have this success, this level of success. I am loving your story. I am loving this for you. I love you guys. I'm so proud of all of you. This is hard work to show up every day, to show up in your life, to face these swords, to sit in temperance energy, to follow that light, and to find joy and celebration wherever you are. Wait, that's not the right card. joy and celebration wherever you are, and to really be the true person you are and not let people's judgments of you color your dreamer spirit. I love this so much. Okay, I'm going to do a little energy clearing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I love you guys so much. And I'll see you soon. Bye.